and Tess, I think you guys have been dating for 4 years, give or take, right? But one of the things that was very obvious to us when we first met Tess was she's very smart, she's beautiful, she gets along great with people. But most importantly, we saw how she really helped Jake and really Jake, he really grew, right? We'll just leave it at that. And, you know, she's such a great match for Jake that, much like Patty, she balances me, and I think Tess balances Jake. And if any of you have spent much time with them, you'll know this, right? Because it just comes across all the time. If you would raise a glass and toast Jake and Tess, right, to a wonderful, healthy, and loving marriage. Thank you.
Dearly beloved, we have come together to celebrate the marriage of Tess and Jake. Marriage is the promise of hope between two persons who love each other, who trust that love, and who wish to share the future together. Here in the presence of God, in the beauty of this day, we recognize and affirm, Tess, you and Jake, as you're about to begin your married life in community.
Tess, from the moment we had our first dinner date at Cavern Bananas with Christina, I knew I had found a lifelong friend. There's something so special about friendships that withstand distance and grow stronger and evolve over all of life's changes. Your friendship has been a constant, and I cherish all of the memories, very long phone calls, countless laughs, occasional tears, and epic celebrations we've shared.
We'll start out by saying my gratitude for Jake hasn't always been what it is today. Jake was a typical younger sibling. He was trying to hang out with my friends and me, and he ignored me. So, but throughout those years, my parents always instilled in us, brother's a built-in best friend, and I'm very thankful that I took that advice, because it's proven to be true.
A marriage that continues on must have a source and a goal beyond itself. This marriage is so wonderful that we are celebrating today, and it's even bigger because of their goal for marriage than just themselves. A counselor in perplexity, a comfort in sorrow, a companion in joy. That's part of their vision that they're going to grow into.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. All of those conversations that began with, "When we're married." Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
Seeing how happy you make Jake is awesome. It gives me joy. And somehow you figured out a way to make Jake clean his room, which I do not think my parents ever thought would happen.
I am just so grateful to be here, and I'm so excited you have Jake. And I can see, spending time with the two of you, how just like you're fit for each other. And I love seeing you together. I love seeing you in your new home. I love seeing you as Coco's parents. It just makes me so happy that you two are so happy, and I'm so glad for Tess that you found Jake. He's such a great guy. I couldn't be happier for you guys.
I, Jake, take you, Tess, to be my wife.
I, Tess, take you, Jake, to be my husband.
To have and told.
In this day forward.
For better or for worse, for richer or for poorer.
In sickness and in health. to love and to cherish until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow.
Tess and Jake, you have declared your love for each other and your hopes for the future. You have made promises to each other and symbolized them with the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings. You are now husband and wife. You may kiss each other. Let's do it.
You know, as a big brother, you're always worried about the type of guy that your sister's gonna bring home. But, you know, I always knew that Tess had exquisite taste. You know, similar to Jake, who apparently, you know, lived on a diet of chicken nuggets and fried chicken, Tess lived on an exclusive diet of steak for about a month. Refused to eat anything else. How could a guy ever live up to such USDA prime expectations? You know, when I first met Jake, Thanksgiving 2018, I felt like I had met what I really wanted for Tess, a true gentleman. And what more could you really ask for, right?
Just like to talk about Tess and how much fun I had with Tess. When she was about 10 or 11, I had to take her to the movies. She would like to go to rom-coms, chick flicks, you call them whatever you like. But there I am, and I'm loving it. Often they say, well, what happens in the movies never happens in real life, but they really do. Sometimes in a movie, in fact, most of the times in a movie, the princess finds a prince. And I'll just have to say that Tess had found Jake, and Jake is the prince. And more important than that, Jake is an 11.